Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This time I am doing a little Reforged creative session. I have not done one of these in a very long time, and I've literally just spawned in, and here I am on top of the shepherd. Apparently that's where I last closed it. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah. Alright, where's the rest of it? There it is, over here. Okay, right, what was I doing? I was building that. A new starter CV called the Beluga Explorer. That's what I wanted to show off today because I have finished it. I finished it ages ago. In fact, if anything, I'm revisiting it after not having seen it in a very long time. So I assume this looks like the finished product. Yeah, this is it. This is it. There's no fuel in it. Let me just double check. No, this is not the finished product because the core is there. I'm guessing this one's it? Yeah, I'm going to have to start a new one of these. It's getting a little bit messy, particularly on the planet. It's very messy. Anyway, this must be the finished one. Yeah, don't know why there's a few blocks missing. But right, this is the equivalent of Tier 2 capital vessel. It's meant to be a nice, relatively affordable starter one. And with the help of some LCDs, managed to give it a really, really cool logo here. The Beluga Voyager. Explore the unknown. Yes, this is, and it's a little bit upgradable. Not so much in the weapons front, but particularly upgradable in other ways. So yeah, there you go. I remember Spoon, I think when I was working on the outer shell of this a very long time ago, you said it looked a little bit like a whale or something, hence why I've gone with the Beluga. I do like how in the dark these bits kind of light up here. I've given it a quick test as well in terms of its maneuverability. Well, a long time ago I gave it a test, and it's not the fastest, but you've got room to add more thrusters on the inside. We'll come to that. You might be wondering, what's this mouth about? Well, that is actually for this, the Rocky Roider, which is a vessel of mine that's actually on the workshop. This is meant to be a asteroid miner, and I guess you could use it on planets as well. It does have a detector and all that. Yeah, 2 GATs, 2 drills, and the idea is you just jump straight out of the cockpit, and in you go. But we'll come to that, Spoilers. I do need to, like, steel blocks. Okay, yeah, we need to get some solid steel, please. There we go. Don't know where they went in the spot that I just created. I don't know why I'm so blind, but I am. Oh, nope. The golden unlock. Alright, we'll switch this on. Is this the right shade of yellow? Looks about right. There, in here. You're looking at something like this. There we go. And we're missing a window. Again, I don't know why. I swear this stuff just happens while I'm not looking. So, basic window, I want to say? Wouldn't mind making these armoured windows, to be honest. I mean, this is the room where you have all of your crops and such. Is that the wrong way round? Not too sure. I think it might be. It all seems to be different from all the others. Right, let's flip it round. And reverse it. No, that is not right. Don't quite know what's going on there. Whatever. I don't really care enough. Except I clearly do. What am I missing? Did they change the models? They might have. Okay, interesting, possibly. Right, anyway, so yeah, the outside of it you've got, I think 4 GATs, I believe, or 4 cannon turrets. You've got one at the front here. You do have room to add a second one. If you pick that up, move it to the side, you could probably add 2 turrets there. Got one on each side there, one on the other side there. One at the back here. You don't actually have room to add an extra one in unless you get rid of these blocks here. Then you could put 2 down. So that's always an option. And you've got a little sentry gun there as well. Shall we go in and have a little look around? It does have a gravity generator, I think. I don't really remember. But yeah, you've got this nice hangar bay here. So this would be for a relatively decent-sized hover vessel you could put in here. So you certainly could. Let's turn the lights off. Kind of going for like a yellow theme. I think it looks pretty cool. Looks kind of decent. You've got med station there. You've got O2 station at the side here. But yeah, you've got plenty of room. And got these vents at the side there. We'll come to those later. Yeah, let's go up and through. So you've come in, you've placed your hover vessel down, you've healed up after your excursion. You don't need oxygen because the whole ship should be oxygenated. Is it? Yes, you are. Good boy. Well done me, remembering to add oxygen. So you have this little corridor here. You've got a sick bay on the right. You've got weapons locker on the left. You've got the core room dead ahead. Let's go left. Let's look at the weapons locker room first. So you've got that view into the hangar bay. Random closet there for weapons. What the? Oh, that's new. That looks much better. I like it. New weapons locker. Armor locker, rather, sorry. Very good. Cargo pallet for armor mods and such. Closet for weapons. Presumably this is also weapon pallet. So I don't really know what the closet's for then. It's just there. Repair station. Got this thing here just to add a sort of little bit of detail. I think, now that I'm looking at this, do you think it would look better if it was like a half pipe thing? So you just have like a pipe going through and under. That would look better than just some sort of random electronics. I've just kind of added it in there to give it the ship a bit of depth. Might do that actually. Alright, let's go through here. This is, well, you can guess what's meant to go here. A shield if you do upgrade the CPU. You've got a pentaxid tank here. Spare pentaxid I think goes in here. Yep, there we go. Just about remember this. And you've got a little hatch there for drone access. A little bit sideways. There you go. You can probably add some shield modulators here. There's the gravity generator. You could also add more thrusters here. Probably one more thruster there, I reckon. I'd maybe save this space for, I don't know, shield modulators, I suppose, or whatever they're called. I haven't really looked into Reforged in a very long time. Then you've got this random corridor here, which isn't really for anything. It's just for show. Just for show, basically. So you should have the same on the other side, I think. But yeah, that's kind of alright, I guess. Going through to the sick bay now. There we go. You know what this is all about. So usual, you've got the same thing going on down here. Yeah, I think I am going to go for like that half pipe sort of thing. Yeah, there we go. We've got window here. Looks good. That must have been a heavy window, armoured window then. I just realised that's why. I'm looking at the frame of this and it's thinner as well. So yeah, that would be why. So save your comment, you can delete your comment. I know now, I hopefully know why that is now. Right, generator up here. Yes, there's a window here, it's for show. Okay, not trying to talk to anyone. But yeah, you've got room to add a second generator there. So if you do upgrade the CPU and want to add shields, you should definitely add another generator, that's for sure. You'll need it. That's kind of all there is here. I guess there is no room to access the little Jeffries tube. Might have to get rid of a block here and just sort of add a shutter or something. Yeah, let's God mode it. That would work, I think. I mean, it looks like it should. Don't know what's going on in there. We'll have a look at this in a bit. But yeah, you've got this little tube here, which goes actually much further along. Little pipe down here. Just sort of more room possibly to add thrusters. Medium thruster. Probably add a small one there. What have you got in here? Here you go. You got room for potentially more small generators, or I don't know, you could squeeze a thruster in here. Yeah. Okay, I think we might do that. So we need to create access to that little Jeffries tube. Right, very nice. Why is it called Jeffries tube? Anyway. Core room. Restricted access. You've actually got container storage. You've got your input and output here. Okay, very good. And I assume that makes up the floor as well. Well, the sides anyway. There you've got your basic CPU extender. You've got a couple of shutters here. For you know what. Those are for your other extenders. Got plenty of room all around to really extend those as well. The core is up there. Down here, you probably want to use the drone. Meant to be like a little hold, where you can see the rest of your extensions. Your O2 storage and fuel storage is also down here. You've got a bit of room to add a few more things. Don't know what you'd add. Maybe separate cargo containers, more fuel storage possibly, or O2 storage if that is something you decide you require. You could sort of hide it away down there. There you go. Right, let's go up, I guess. So, up we go to the bridge. This is the bridge currently, which this automatically strikes me as a weaker part of the ship in terms of aesthetic. But yeah, you've got your bridge. And you just hop out when you see an asteroid you like, and jump straight into the Rocky Roider, which let's go ahead and park that in here. I do like this ship though. These are untested, by the way. I've not tested them in survival. I might have tested this, actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, fits in quite easily, as you can see. So let's do it. Let's do it so that we're not in God mode. So you will obviously need a jetpack. There you go. It hides away really nicely. I like it. A few LCDs about. I think with this, I might have to make this sort of connect to it all the way down and actually come out instead. Might be better. So you come down here, or you can sort of walk around here to a few meaningless things here. Well, you could add NPCs here, actually, couldn't you? Definitely room to add some crewmen, which I was maybe considering doing. It does lower your CPU as well. Should I have that in as default, or is that something maybe I should leave for the player to add? So these stations here are kind of like suggestive stations for you to put people, potentially. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. But I am considering having this sort of follow it down and kind of come around instead. The lighting, I don't think I want the yellow. I've decided now, coming back to this, what's sort of that greyish clear one like? I think this is fine, because the walls themselves are coloured as well, so yeah, that's automatically a bit better, rather than bright yellow. Not everything needs to be bright, bold colours, does it? Alright, then we've got this little area here. You've got a little seating area, isn't that nice? You've got rooms over to the sides. Let's begin with this. What have we got here? Crew quarters, or sort of just, not crew quarters, but just general sleeping area for yourself. Closet. Shower in the bedroom, of course. Toilet separate though. Yeah, it's standard stuff. It's just to use the space, essentially. Over this side, you've got nothing. I don't know what was going on here. In here, yeah, this is the constructor. What is... Oh. This is different too. That needs to be turned around. We can do that right now, actually. Construct. I don't know how to spell constructor. Construct. There we go. Goodness me. Is this an advanced constructor, actually? It is. Okay, wow, guys, look, you've got an advanced one. Oh my gosh. I know I'm not the best speller. Add that. What is wrong with me? Oy. Get rid of the generator. Okay. That is perfect. That just is perfect, isn't it? Yeah. Little cubby hole here. Huh. Fantastic. I like it. Remember to turn off while not in use. Do not open the cage when in operation. Maybe we can have a switch for it. I think there might be room for another one here, possibly. There actually is. So if you want, you add the CPU, you can add a second constructor in here as well. That's pretty good. And I guess here, maybe for a small one. Oh, this is different too. Well, I gotta have a look, don't I? Very nice. I'm starting. Oh, I have seen these. I can't remember what I saw them from, but yeah, I have now. Don't know why. I think I've seen this before, and it looks very good. Very, very, very good. So yeah, you could add a small constructor here for other little bits and bobs, maybe some ores or something. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Back here is that rear part of the ship where you've got your grow plots. So you've got your garden, you've got your food processor, fridge. Yeah, you've got room for 18 grow plots. Good enough for one person, I think. And yeah, I'm relatively happy with this. It's got that spaciousness. Would be nice if it was a bit more green, as in greenery, with little bushes and stuff, so maybe we can add some of those. But yeah, I think it's fine. Just a place that's meant to feel spacious. It's meant to be the sort of bit that catches the eye when you're looking at the ship from afar, I suppose. Up here goes out to the top of the vessel. Doors everywhere. You've got room here for quite a large SV, actually. So, even though this ship is quite limited in its own capabilities, you can bring along quite a few things. Like, you can bring along one fairly hefty SV that would be combat capable to do the fighting for you, or something of decent size here. And you don't need to worry about hover miners because, well, you've got an asteroid miner there. So it's meant to complement other stuff, I would say, this capital vessel. Kind of what I was going for here. And I quite like it. I think this is workshop worthy, so I will be adding it once I have made some changes primarily to the bridge here. Tell you what, one change we can do right now is this. These are all steel blocks. These go straight out of the ship. They do. Yeah, they do, actually. That's fine. We'll, oh, these are... Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Well, I guess we can. Hang on. Because this is a sloped block. Oh, no, it's not. That's not a sloped block. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Sorry, I'm looking at this all wrong. I think this might have to be like that. Yeah. What I was thinking of doing was... Give me 10 hours to find the block. This, isn't it? Except we can't really do that. You know what, we can actually. Just gives it a little bit more texture down here, doesn't it? Yeah? Do we do that? Do it all along? Oh, no, we can't do that. It's got to be a full block. That works. That works as like a sort of extra... Just a bit of flavour to the ship, doesn't it? No, what texture are you? This? Yeah, I think you are. Okay. Okay, and over here, I'm thinking light brown or light yellow, very pale yellow. Yeah? What say you? That'll do for now. I think that'll do for now, indeed. Alright. Possibly. So it's nice and flat there. Yeah, I think that's better. I'd rather have a little bit of... Yeah, there we go, a little bit of texture. Okay. I guess we do the same the other side. I think that works quite well. I should have... Obviously, you know what I should have done? Don't tell me. Don't you go saying it. But yes, I should have... Indeed, gone with... mirror. That was it. The mirror mode. Well, there we go. I guess that'll do. Also, one of those builds where I was just trying to use truss blocks, because I never use truss blocks. Not too sure what I think about this. It's kind of like it, you know, could catch stuff almost, doesn't it? But I think it's fine because it's a little bit odd. These ones are yellow, these ones aren't. Is that okay? Does that upset you? If it does, I can change that because I'm not sure what I think about it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we need to think about the inside of these. So we want to go here. And interesting, this does the whole thing. Ah, that's an issue. That is an issue. Oh, no, not what I wanted to do. Okay, I think here we will probably go these across. Dark grey. Not so sure, actually. Not sure if that's better or worse, gonna be honest with you. I think we'll keep it like that. So, let me know if you like it. If you don't, yeah, I get it. Like, I'm not sure what I think. I think we need to change this here. Yeah, that is something that has to go. So, I think this might actually be this texture here. Ah, okay, you're actually the piping work, so where is that? That one here. Except that doesn't match up. Of course not, so we're just going to stick to this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that one's better. Okay, good. Actually makes it look lower, so yeah, I like that. I like the depth it adds to it, rather than being a flat surface going underneath. Sort of see the lights if you move back here enough. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's not bad. What else were we looking at doing? We need to sort out that window, don't we? Don't worry, I've not forgotten. Let's go back to armored window. We're going to need a bunch more of those because I know I'm going to mess it up. Yeah, that's why it's the same. And it's just standard grey. Fantastic. Good. Alright, there you go. In terms of the CPU, let's have a quick look. Let me show you what the CPU actually is, as well as some more of the innards of the vessel. Now if we go CPU statistics, it can have up to 400,000. It's just shy of it. There's your breakdown. It's like over half of it's in thrusters. And you've got, all the other stuff. You've got 5 turrets. You've got a warp drive. Obviously, it's warp capable. Otherwise, what would be the point? You've got your other tanks. You've got your other little bits and bobs as well, filling it out, which don't really cost much. But you do certainly have room to add a lot more stuff on it in terms of CPU. So if we go CPU extenders, you can add, which one of these? 225,000, so you're looking at 450,000 CPU. You can add quite comfortably just by going with the improved ones. So that would take you up to 850,000. Yeah, I can do basic math. That is impressive, isn't it? So yeah, you can add plenty more. You could certainly add a lot more. Add an extra turret if you want. Even convert up here to a weapons array, potentially. Just add loads of turrets if you really want to go with that and you don't want a good SV. Personally, I'd put it all into shields. So if we actually go and have a look at the cost of everything related to capital vessels and shields, you've got your shield generator. Your basic one's 25,000. That's nice and cheap, but this is just the basic, isn't it? Alien shield generator. Cool. But obviously these capacitors and chargers are the real deal, aren't they? So you'll want to add a few of those, 25,000 each. Yeah, you could put like one basic shield generator, which has a decent charge rate. You could add one charger, maybe 2 capacitors. That'll give you a good bit of capacity, like a little bit. And that just gives you a nice basic capital vessel shield, which will keep you safe and warm. So that is pretty nice. Right, we need to add a little tube for here, if I'm not mistaken. So let's give this a go. Are you carbon? Yeah, kind of figured you would be. So here we go. So this goes up in here. So we want to add a little shutter, methinks. So if we go down to shutter, 8. Boop, boop, boop. Yep, no, that's right. From this way? I think we want to go this way. Yeah. Good. And that's actually it. That's all we really want to do here. I'm thinking I'm going to go for like this. And then you can just be the same as... Don't know. Do we want to go with the same as the wall here? Possibly. Yeah, that is it, isn't it? This doesn't affect the outside. No, it does not. What have we got going on here? Piping! Wall piping, which isn't that one. It would be this one here. And you're a different kind of block, so maybe we'll just do this. That's about as much effort as I think I'm willing to put in. We do have this block here. I could actually do this. I think I will. There we go, that's the same. So yeah, what you can do now is open this up. You can now use this to get through and place your extra thruster potentially down. Maybe even some RCS, maybe shield, like I say, shield capacitors, or maybe small generators if you're really desperate for power. Now, I'm not too sure about power consumption is the other thing. So I think, should we test its upgradability now as well? Yeah, I think we should actually do that. So let's go CPU extenders. All right, we've got... before we do this, actually, let's test its maneuverability as well. There we go. So it's not the quickest. Not terrible. It is a whale, after all, remember. This thing's primarily designed to get you from A to B, keep you fairly safe, carry a few things, be quite versatile, I think is kind of its role. But yeah, it's not too bad, actually. A bit better than I remember it being, so that's good. Very little in terms of side thrust, because you only got those back thrusters there. That's the only problem. So I might need to try and leave some sort of vantage point to add some thrusters, potentially. That might be where I can sort of utilize truss blocks a little bit better, I suppose. So, anyway, we'll come to that in a bit. Let's go ahead and place a couple of... Doesn't actually matter. Well, no, let's just make sure they can actually go where I want them to go. Yep. Yep, lovely. You've got your extenders there. That gives you an 850,000 number to play with. Let's say you go, I really want some shields. Let's add some shields, shall we? Let's add just the basic shield generator, because you ain't that rich. Yeah, it should be this way, no? There we go. Yeah, I'm being difficult. Ignore me. Alright, you need those capacitors too, don't forget. So let's say you decide on 2 capacitors, charger, charger. Oh, hang on, that's an issue. Oi, get my way. Okay, that is an issue. You can't be placing that there then. So, capacitor. Yeah, here we go. And the charger, I guess, can just sort of maybe do something like this. Very good. Still fine. You add some more thrusters. You've got your medium thrusters here. So let's say you swivel that round. Do it a little bit like this. Go boom. Add a thruster there. Let's just test the shield now, shall we? So, power consumption. Let's add that generator. No. Let's add... I think it was just a standard large generator, which is why I'm a little bit concerned. So let's say you get rid of the window. You add this in. There we go. Alright, let's see how we do. So, shields. We need to add some pentaxid. That would be why. We need to go... One, we need to spell it correctly. Okay. That's a lot of pentaxid. Alright, shields on. So you can have up to 11,900 of that. You could probably add another capacitor. 68. 94, 112, so that is not enough. That is something to be very wary of then. That is a little bit... So I think adding more thrusters might be a little bit of a risky thing to do here. But that was definitely too much. Let's do it one more time. 102. Yeah, when you're using a lot of them. It really does. So I think adding those extra 2 small thrusters might just bring it down. So let's actually stop with the shields. The shields are not charging, good. We're going to need more room, I think, for generators. So how are we going to make that work? What room do we have? Got this room here. By the way, yeah, the warp drive is here underneath the little bay there. Just enclosed at the front underneath, in case you are wondering. So be careful with that. Generators. Generators. Yeah, let's just... How much does a large generator do? Output is 15. What about a small one, out of interest? It's 2.5. So that should potentially be enough. In fact, down here, you might be able to add that large one at the end. But let's test this out. Let's test this out. So let's say you use this little tube and you go ahead and throw it in. 2 like that. Again, a little bit risky. Okay. Right, there we go. Let's try and push it. 105, still a bit much. 100.4. Oh, that is close. So yeah, you are going to need to add an extra generator somewhere else, possibly underneath. I think in that little cargo hold is what I would do instead of those 2 small generators. Might be better. Okay. So there we go. There you have it. I think that's pretty much all I want to sort of show off today. Excuse me. I just want to, before I forget, I want to get rid of everything I've added. No, run one. Are you? Yeah, there we go. That's fine. There. That's about right. What else did I add? I'm sure I added something else. 2 generators. The shields, obviously. Yeah, there's a lot here, actually. What am I on about? And none of you, none of you, none of you. Okay. So there you have it. So this is the Beluga Explorer, and that's kind of what I wanted to really show off today. It was just that. So what I'm going to be working on, I think, going on forward is... I mean, I've still not done a Reforged Eden playthrough. Someday I will. I might wait till Empyrion 2.0, just because I know it's a mod that's constantly in progress, and it would be nice to start around then. So I still need to fill out my, I guess, blueprints pack. I don't really have much in terms of combat capability. So I'm going to be working on combat SVs, more combat CVs, possibly a pure combat, the equivalent of sort of tier 4. So one that doesn't use any... what's it? You know, the drone cores that use the drone parts. I've forgotten all the names. I need to reclimatize myself to Reforged here. But yeah, I'm probably going to make a vessel like that that's pure combat, but is quite accessible in the early-ish game. I'm also working on an end game CV, which I've only got the front of, and I have done nothing to it since the last one of these videos I've done. Yeah, this is just the front of it. This will be the biggest vessel I've ever made. Ever. This is before they had the big update of the different types of weapons, so a lot of these are subject to change. Most of them are, actually. I love the idea of the ones that, like the laser beam ones that just hit every time. I think those might be a lot better. That said, this would look good with a lot of turrets on it. Big old artillery turret here and there is not a bad thing. It's not a bad look, is it? I was working on a little small vessel here. I completely forgot about you. You're meant to be a replacement for the Zol Flyer, aren't you? just in Reforged, but I don't think you're any good. Oh no, you're quick. Okay. I completely forgot about you. Okay, okay. I guess I'm gonna have a play with this then, at some point. It's very generic, but it's reasonably effective. Got rockets, gats, decent early game small vessel that appears to be tier 3, or use tier 3 stuff. Devices, core systems. Yeah, basic and improved. But I need to work on a tier 4, or something that can be, you know, is highly upgradable as well. An SV that would be pretty nasty. I would like to do that. Yeah, so it's... In terms of my Reforged creative sessions, I'm going to be working on combat-orientated stuff. We've got transport in the form of the Shepherd, which can be transport and cargo. I mean, we've got so much room inside, we could just turn all of this into a cargo bay if we really wanted. Like, maybe this whole front section becomes cargo, and this is just for hover vessels and such. On top, we've got room for large, small vessels as well. So, yeah, this is pretty much a hauler type, but quite an open-ended one for you to... I guess play around with. And I haven't uploaded the... No, I think I have actually uploaded the Shepherd. I know I've uploaded it in vanilla. And wonder if I've done a Reforged appropriate one. Because it's good for Reforged, the basic one, it's fine, but it's not, doesn't utilize CPU capacity well. You get a little bit more freedom, so I think this one does. I think I have uploaded one for it. There's the Mobula Mark III. That's a little... Is that capable? Is that Reforged friendly? No, that is not. Not even close. But it could be. Actually, 400,000 it could be. It's just over. Yeah, it is. Okay, I mean, if you want to go for a capital vessel, like mining one, then here you go. You can use this. But I would go for the Beluga Voyager, potentially from this point, because it's... You know, this is a little bit cheaper to make, the Rocky Roider, than a bunch of capital vessel mining drills. I think so. I could be wrong on that, but I would imagine it is cheaper. We go and have a quick look here. Okay, drill. All the drills. So, there you go. That costs like 50 zirconium, bunch of power coils. This laser drill is so much cheaper. That's why I've gone with this, because it's just a little bit easier to get those resources early game, and you could have yourself a planetary, you know, an interstellar explorer with mining capabilities for the cheap. So yeah, it's not a bad strategy, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Next week's going to be another creative session, except it's going to be the vanilla game, I think. Probably going to do that. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit different. Don't know what I'm building in that. I'm probably going to be building like a tier 4, probably a new tier 4 SV as well, just like I am going to be doing in this, because I don't have one, like combat one. I just don't have a good one. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.